Want to know how women really feel about erectile dysfunction? What? Let's get this conversation started. What is up, sapiosexuals? Thank you for turning on Sex in South Beach with Dr. Sanjaya, America's sex educator. That's me. So the sex situation we're getting into today is all about how females feel when a man's little friend won't get firm. Because, let's be real, more than half of all men 40 years and older have experienced erectile dysfunction, and it is time that we explore all the angles. And I know you know what I mean. Now, before we get down to business, let me tell you, this particular show was inspired by my mother. Yes, y'all, Mama keeps it poppin', but you already knew that. I mean, look at the daughter she produced. So my mom was here visiting for Easter weekend, and she asked if one of her neighbors could reach out to me for help with his erectile dysfunction. I told my mom, a lot of men are coming to me lately with this problem. Like everywhere I go, a man tells me about his erection issues. And as flattering as it is that so many men trust me with their penis problems, I absolutely have no idea how I became the erection whisperer. But anyways, it is a coveted job, and I am happy to have it. So back to Mom's. Well, we were chilling at the pool when she asked, what do you say to these men? I mean, isn't all the treatment the same? Isn't erectile dysfunction the same problem for every man? I was like, no, Mom. There's all kinds of reasons why men develop erectile dysfunction. Physical, psychological, neurological, stress-induced, porn-induced. Turns out all kinds of things can induce erectile dysfunction. Some men develop ED when they get older because their circulatory system just doesn't work as well as when they were younger. Plus, many get out of shape as they age, and this definitely increases their risk for heart disease and/or diabetes. And the more someone is at risk for heart disease or diabetes, well, the more the risk for erectile dysfunction increases. Now, other men, especially younger men, they develop ED because they simply watch too much porn, so their sensory system doesn't work like it is supposed to in real sexual encounters. Now, in this case, regular erectile dysfunction medication is not going to help. And there's all kinds of other reasons why men experience ED. There's neurological issues when their brain just doesn't fire up the desire hormones, which may or may not be related to their porn participation. So, depending on the cause of erectile dysfunction, pharmaceutical medicines may or may not help. My mother, well, she was amazed by all this information. And that's when we began discussing how little education there is about this issue, which obviously led us to talking about, well, how do women really feel about ED? You know? Mom said, I don't really think women care about it as much as men think we do. But men, they don't believe us when we tell them that. You know, someone should really let men know what's really going on. I think she was talking to me, y'all. So here we are today talking about how women really feel about a man's erection, or lack thereof. Overall, most women do not think less of a man when they experience ED. When it comes to sexually satisfying women, it's super important to remember that over 75% of females do not have an orgasm from penetration alone, which means cunnilingus and/or other methods of stimulation are much more likely to bring women sexual pleasure. Now, while there is not a lot of research on this issue, a study from the UK found that over 70% of women who have experienced their partner's erectile dysfunction, well, they're way more concerned about their partner's emotional and physical well-being than they are about the erection. When I asked one professional woman what she thought about ED, she said, "I just wish men would stop trying so hard. We don't care. There's so many other things to do." But some men get consumed by ED and they just can't stop trying. So, I gather what she was really trying to say is, whereas men want to keep trying and trying, women, well, they want to get out of bed and finish all the stuff on their to-do list. Real talk, y'all. And even though most women care more about their partner's overall health than ED, there are also some women who actually blame themselves for their partner's erection issues. And we all know that ain't right. Whether a man is experiencing organic erectile dysfunction as a result of aging or gaining weight or another health issue, or if he is experiencing porn-induced ED, or basically any kind of ED, it is never, ever, ever, ever the woman's fault. Now, I know some men want us to believe that, but sister, let me tell you, you are way too beautiful and bright to fall for that BS. Shoot. While I definitely will hold you accountable for your own orgasm, you cannot be responsible for another individual's erection. You heard right? I absolutely hold each and every individual woman accountable for her own orgasm, just like I hold every man accountable for his own sexual experiences. We cannot be blamed for the other's performance or experience or anything like that. But back to the main point here. It is important for men to know that most women, well, they do not define their man by his erection. The vast majority of women don't use ED as an indication of anything except maybe an underlying health issue that should be addressed to make sure that their man is healthy. And many women are not interested in participating in an endless quest to fix an erection. But if penetrative sex is really important, then men, do everybody involved a favor and give your woman a climax before you attempt penetration. This will make things a little more lubricated and a lot more enjoyable for the female involved. You will be amazed how much pleasure a tongue, a toy, a finger, a massage, a kiss, all of these are effective alternatives to initiating sexual pleasure without an erection. And the best part about mastering techniques to build and satisfy sexual desire without an erection? Confidence! Yes, the sexual confidence men have when they know they can please a woman with or without an erection is absolutely priceless. And having such a high-quality skill set in bed also relieves a lot of pressure to penetrate. And once that pressure is off, the funniest thing happens. Erections abound. Seriously, once men lose the pressure to perform, most of them have no problem performing at all. So the point here is mastering the skills to please your partner without an erection. Well, this is going to build sexual confidence and relieve pressure to penetrate, ultimately leading to easier erections. Not that your woman will need it, because you know what? She's already going to be so pleased by your improved skills. Yeah, baby, there are so many upsides to experiencing erectile dysfunction. Learn something new every day, don't ya? All right now, it is time for the climax, where I give you a little something to remember about women and erectile dysfunction. 1. More than half of men over 40 experience erectile dysfunction. 2. Most women are more concerned about their man's overall health than his erection. 3. Many women get frustrated by men who keep trying to get an erection without trying other things to stimulate their woman. 4. Less than 25% of women achieve orgasm through penetrative sex, And there's a lot of other ways to give women sexual pleasure. And 5, master the skills to stimulate your partner without using an erection. And sexual confidence will increase while pressure to perform decreases, both of which will foster easier erections in the future. Now you know what to do next. Share this show with someone who needs to know how females really feel about erectile dysfunction. See that, girls? I've done all the hard work for you. All you gotta do is copy, paste, and send, baby. I am Dr. Sanjaya, and that's the nitty-gritty on women and erectile dysfunction. For your daily dose of Nookie knowledge, check me out on all the social media networks. That's Dr. Sanjaya, DRSONJIA, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Yeah, baby, it is overdue for us to link up. Y'all, I had so much fun chatting you up about erectile dysfunction and how women really feel about the issue, and I cannot wait to do it again next time at Sex in South Beach, where everyone comes for happier, healthier sex. Have you tried Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil? This organic moisturizer hydrates skin, smells amazing, and attracts romantic attention. Plus, Sense naturally stops mosquitoes from biting your beautiful body. Because being eaten should feel good, smell good, feel good with Sense Aromatherapy Body Oil. Get yours on Amazon or sensebodyoil.com. SENSE bodyoil.com.